This is gonna be the... What is it? 1, 2... Fourth game between Second Wind and EH. Gonna start it off on Frost, the ladder edition, nothing else. TVC has said. I think we're gonna start to introduce in the blue trunks representing Second Wind. It's our very own Tortilla Master. It's Soundwave. Yeah. And the winner of the last game with a very nice defense against that blink all in. It's EH Serp Russia something. Yeah, I'm gonna call him Serp, Terran player. So this pretty fucking big map. Gonna expect nothing else than a 14cc out of him again. So he really showed his strength the last game, I think. Really solid build, nice defense. Couldn't have gone better for him actually. And Soundwave, about him, I don't think I've seen him cheese a single game in my whole life. Probably not. I also like to play it, let's say, standard safe macro style, but yeah, let's see if he's gonna switch it out. Maybe not the best map for it. I mean, Frost cross position, it's really fucking big. He's actually gonna send out a quite early drone scout, see what's up. Terran on the other hand, not doing what we thought, not a 14cc, it's a 12 barracks. But no gas, which is very strange yet. As we can see, he's rallying his 15th worker, so 14, okay. It's even more strange. I have no idea what he's doing, to be honest. This is not a build I have seen. I mean, if you wanna go Reaper, you go 12 barrack, 12 gas, so maybe you have something different in mind. Interesting. Still no scout from the Terran player though, he's not... Okay, here we go. Making his first Marine, so... Even walling off. So he's not going an economic build, that's for sure. Meanwhile, Zerg, nothing strange here, grabbing his 15 hatch, 15 pool. No gas full up yet, so... Maybe it's gonna rely more on Queen's early game to defend than anything else, I guess. And this is a good map for it. You really want to get out a few Queens for creep spread. Very important on a map like this, especially if you want to grab your third base, fourth base, etc. Terran is actually sending out his Marines to do a bit of scouting. I mean, I have to say straight up, I enjoy the... Okay, he got the drone. I enjoy... Ooh. This is gonna be... maybe he can catch the all. I enjoy Zerg's position a lot more. I mean, if you get, let's say, Terran here, Zerg here, you can do really nice pushes through this position and try to deny the third base that would have been here. But cross position, gonna give Zerg the early advantage. Still no gas from Zerg, and the Zerglings doesn't seem to care about the SCV either. So he's free to check out the base, see no gas. So he's gonna... No, it's gonna be at least a 4 Queen follow-up. Anything else would be really surprising, actually. And behind all this, Terran is grabbing his expansion at around 20-ish supply. Decently timed factory, so you can do a bit of pressure with this Hellions, maybe. And even adding on a fast tech lab. Still only staying on 1 gas though, and he actually got 1 overlord, so that's nice. We got 4 kills, so oh my god, this Marine. I haven't really been paying attention to the minimap because I think like first 6 minutes nothing normally happens, but this Marine, 4 fucking kills, he's been a hero. And a safe retreat to the bunker, stay the rest of the game, receive his medal. But let's see, units lost. So Terran lost his SCV probably, and 1 overlord and a few Zerglings from Zerg. Oh, okay, gets this overlord back. Still a few. He's building quite a few Zerglings actually, not committing overly to the drones, but that's quite strange because I mean he's at 150 gas. Okay, here the speed comes finally. Quite late actually, and if we look at the worker count, I mean It's quite small difference. And the Hellions roasting the links, no problem. They don't have speed, anything, so they're gonna get fried. And a third CC followed up by Terran. Really fast. Still staying on only one gas, sending on his engineering bay. No more barracks though, so he's maybe gonna rely on an early tank because he got quite a lot of gas actually. Quite surprising he didn't start stim or anything, just sticking on the... Yeah, we see a tank coming out in the production. Still only sticking on one barracks though, which is quite surprising. And fair amount of Hellions, 5 at the moment. Denying the creep as good as he can. I mean, we see Zerg wants to grab his third base, but this is not gonna happen. And I don't agree with his third base at all. I mean, this should be his third base for sure, and this is the fourth. So yeah, quite strange, and it's a bit easier to push the creep up here than to down here. So Terran is macroing really well behind this, but I'm really surprised about the late add-on on barracks. I mean, we're almost at 9 minutes and he's not even producing from his barracks, so yeah. Let's check the worker count out real quick. He's been quite even with the Zerg the entire game, which is impressive, and that normally due to these things falling down from the sky puts him in a better position economically. To see a quite late third from Zerg here. I mean, 9 minutes, something like that, which is really late, really late. Where did he scan? Okay, he's just killing off the creep rumors. That's fine, that's fine. I saw a roach warren from Zerg quite a while ago, but no, okay, here we go. 6 roaches. Gonna force these Hellions back, make them useless for a while. But where is Zerg gonna plan to spend all that gas? I mean, one coming up, as indicated by the melee attack, is gonna stick to a Muta build, probably, but no Spire just yet. And normally you get the Spire once your third base is saturated, but... Yeah, I mean... Ooh. Nice catch with the things. Gonna kill off these Hellions. Maybe one. Nope, all survivors. So good job by our Soundwave, sorry there. Okay, here we go. A lot of drones coming in. It's a really nice position for him to drone as well, taking out all of those Hellions, but... The map vision for Zerg, it's decent. I mean, if you look at the minimap, it would have been really nice for him to, let's say, have an overload here or something as to spot this third base that we know that Terran have, and it's quite fortified, but it would be nice for Zerg knowing it was there and knowing that Terran isn't committing to a 2 base all in or something like that. And meanwhile the production is getting added on, all of the add-ons is gonna have really nice production. It's gonna be able to pump 11 Marines at a time. And second factory coming in, so we can start I actually haven't seen the tanks after the patch, so maybe it's actually gonna stick to tank composition here. That would have been really interesting. And something else really interesting is the double Spire coming down from Zerg. I mean, Soundwave is famous for putting down 2 of the same buildings, but the double Spire I can understand going for double upgrades, but that's quite unusual to do in a TVC. Like, very much so. Sitting on a comfortable 64 workers each, the players are. Zerg should commit to, let's say, 10 more workers or something once this base is done, so you can get the gas and a few more mining. Around 75 is a good number. Terran, on the other hand, is completely fine sitting on 65-ish workers in a TVC. Gonna grant him a bit bigger army, nothing much, but just a bit. And this position is very fortified. So meanwhile he's gonna do his first double prom drop. And if the Zerg would have committed just a bit more to spreading out his overlords than hanging around in the base, he could have gotten a bit more map control, let's say. Like, if you're a Zerg in this position, you can afford to have overlords almost everywhere spotting this, so there's a chance this could do some early damage. The mutas are out, which should be able to shut down at least one drop. It's really good if he just leaves them here and would have run in. A bit of luck, of course, but Zergs, it's nothing unusual to see they have a bit of luck. Let's see if we can spot this drop. Combo shield is gonna finish in about 10 in-game seconds. He's gonna spot one for Overlord, but once Zerg is on four bases, he should really commit putting down some static defense at one of the bases. We could commit the defense at one base. Let's say he puts a few spines and maybe a spore here. 2 spines is enough to shut down any drop from Terran. So we can focus his defense on this place. So these drops are actually doing quite the amount of damage. I mean, if we look at workers lost, it's 16, which isn't bad for 2 dropships. Which means Zerg has to commit to even a bit more drones. I don't agree at the defense at this place. But yeah, it's better than nothing. Worker count is at 76. Doesn't need to make many more drones. Unless he commits to a bit more. Let's see if he used the double upgrades. Yeah, looks like it actually, so. Okay, he's clicking on this infestation pit. Oh, it's going up to hive. That's a pretty fast hive, 16 minutes. Oh, it isn't, sorry. Meanwhile, huge Terran army moving out. The only flaw I see with this army is it's quite tank committed. So, I mean, you should always leave a pack of your marines behind to defend this from the mutas, but you can see the Terran is maxed at a good 200 supply, 2 upgrades. While Zerg is sitting on 180 supply block at the moment. So that's not really that good. Baneling count, very, very low. He needs a lot of more banelings. His army composition isn't really the best against this. Truly isn't. Really nice position from Terran, I must say. Here we go. That hurt. That hurt. I mean, the mutas are doing fine job here because Terran isn't leaving any marines behind. But I mean, cleaning this shit up without banelings. He got a lot of minerals, almost 3k. How many larva does he have? He doesn't have any larva at all. This is the problem, so I'm not sure if he's gonna clean this up actually. Muta's doing a decent job, but the marines are a bit too strong with the 2 upgrades. GG is called, and we can even see here good old 4 moving down the field, so yeah. Not much to say really. Really nice game from Terran. Zerg died a wealthy man, which is always like you don't want to die with a lot of money. The injects this game, I mean, obviously it's one of the easier things to point out, like the index weren't up to par. He had a lot of energy on all of his queens and no macro hatches, so if he would have gone for a bit of a better army composition, aka a few more banelings, and actually had the larva to back it up and don't be supply blocked at 180 with that amount of drones, he would have been fine in this position. He would have, but yeah. Good game. Bringing it 2-2 actually between this Clan War second win and EH. Good good game by our Green Terran Serp Rush. And let's see when we can get game number 5 started. Let's see the armor value here. Yeah, this should be the other way around actually. That point. I mean, the drops did just enough to buy the time, and maybe that was one of the reasons as well. Zerg wasn't that concentrating with his injects and such. Maybe. So we're gonna shut the stream down for a while. And we'll be right back in a minute or two with game number 5. Stay tuned.